Forecast meteorologist Christian Bridges is here now with a look at April snowstorms. And Christian, you were just saying you came back yesterday from Georgia, and it's like, what? And I came back from Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Same reaction.
Yes.
Shock to the system.
It was a shock to the system. I woke up yesterday, I went down to the lake, I paddleboarded, it was mild, it was beautiful and sunny. Get back to Maine, I'm driving back, up the Maine Turnpike from Logan Airport. Oh my goodness, the snow coming down. I was like, wow, we really.
Snow's coming down.
I'm watching it fall. Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Not a lot of people around with that kind of weather.
Can you imagine at the baseball game, the Sea Dogs game last night, they were singing Let It Snow and
Isn't
Jingle
that
Bells.
so funny?
I saw the videos, it looked crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the big flakes coming down. And we talked about this last week, the potential for there to be some snow on Sea Dogs opening day. And sure enough, we did get some snow yesterday.
We've seen a lot more than that at Hadlock.
Exactly. It's
the
good news. They played last year. They had to cancel the first two games, and then we don't even want to talk about 2007 when they had a foot of snow on Hadlock Field. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. And, luckily yesterday, not a lot of accumulation, which was nice, at least in Portland, but some areas did get a lot of snow. So before we talk about some past April snowstorms, let's talk about what we saw yesterday. As far as April snowstorms in Maine go, this one was on the smaller end, but still always a shock to the system, especially on April 8th. I mean, come on. Last year on April 8th, we were 65 with the solar eclipse, and it was sunny and beautiful. So here's a look at some of the snow totals. Highest I saw was in Androscoggin County, 4.5 inches in Turner. We saw 4 inches in Manchester and New Gloucester, as well as in Naples, right around 1.5 inches in Gray. Just under 4 inches fell in Mechanic Falls. But who can forget last April? This was April 4th. This is a picture I actually took driving around. I think this was on Blackstrap Road, heading out of Portland towards, Gorham, Wyndham, and it looked like a war zone, honestly. The amount of trees that were downed, the heavy wet snow weighing everything down. I mean, it was just incredible. I got a bunch of pictures of it. Roads were closed. Of course, a lot of power outages too. I think maybe you lost power in this one.
And I couldn't get home. I had to find a whole different route home.
Yeah, that was quite the storm last year. We had about 8 inches of snow in Portland, and this is in downtown Portland with the heavy snow coming down. But that one didn't even crack, not even the top 10, but not even the top 15 for biggest April snowstorms, even though it felt like it was quite an impactful storm.
Like nothing I've ever felt before.
And there you go, number 5, we just talked about.
Oh, that's
Or in 1907.
1907.
2007 is on the list for snowiest Aprils. I think that storm that you're talking about, Jeff, was not quite enough to make it in the top 5, but there was more snow that April that added up to make that a very snowy April. So in terms of just singular snowstorms, 1922 takes the cake in the Portland area with 16.2 inches. A lot of old timers in New England probably remember number 2, 1982. That one on April 6th into the 7th, 16 inches of snow. Very similar, exactly 100 years earlier, also 16 inches of snow. Isn't that kind of funny how that worked out? Yeah. And then in 1906, 15 inches, and then a year later, 14 inches of snow. 2 back-to-back foot-plus April snowfalls. So yeah, we've seen some serious snow in April, but you'll notice most of those are before April 10th. So actually all of them. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we're done. I'm so ready to be done, especially after being in a place that was, blooming and green. Hoping we'll be seeing that around here sometime soon.
And one day, 90 degrees.
One day, 90 degrees. Yeah, it was like 88 or something on Saturday. It was kind of crazy.
That is nuts. All right. Well, hopefully we just don't make that list that you just showed us.
That's right. Yes. And if you've got any weather-related questions that you'd like to ask our Weather Authority team, you can always email us at weather@wgme.com.
Yeah, so now we want to see the sunniest April we've seen in a while.
That's right. Record highs is what I would love to see.